Good afternoon. It's Saturday, it's gone 3:30 and I'm now up in Dartmoor, the first time this year. I've been trying to come up here for the last 4 or 5 weeks. The weather, saying that, hasn't been too good, but the days that have been, or the weekend should I say, unfortunately I ain't been too well lately. I sort of had this weird head cold which gives a lot of flu-like symptoms, aches and pains, coughing, sneezing, headaches, migraines, everything else, which kind of knocks you sideways. So I'm now just about over it. Like I said, I'm suffering from hay fever at the moment, so if you hear me sniffling, I do apologise. So I'm just approaching Meldon Reservoir. I'm going to have a walk around that and have a look around. I'm up here just a quick overnight, like I said, and try out some new kit, which I'll show you later on. So I'm going to have a look at the reservoir now and then press on. Now I'll catch you shortly. Right, afternoon. Like I said, I've got to keep stopping now every so often because my head's starting to hurt, but I don't know why. I've got a feeling my hat's probably a bit too tight because there's a newish hat. I've worn it a few times, but it's the first time up here because it's a folding hat, so it'll be easier to pack on me. So, but it's a hell of a nice afternoon. I expected a few more people up here, to be honest, but yeah, it's not many here. I've just seen 2 people walk past with a dog. There's 2 more behind, and behind me, and if the camera pick it up, there's a cuckoo. And as usual, it stops. I'll see if he follows me up the valley here. Right, he's going to press on now. Can't beat scenery like that, can you? Very relaxing. Anyway, just to recap, I think it was my hat giving me a headache. I had it way too tight. I loosened it down a bit 5-10 minutes ago. I've had no problem since, so just wish I brought my sunglasses now. It's a bit too bright for my eyes. So right, I'm going to press on. Catch you all in a bit. Right, I've just stopped off a place I call the beach. It's just a nice sandy area right next to the river. Just had a chat with a couple of people up camping, just on the just over the ridge here. So I'm going to stop and have a drink. I'm going to have a bit of my old trail mix which I made up earlier. It's some pretzels and some M&M peanuts. So I'll give that a try. Then I'm going to press on up towards Leinster, I think, and probably pitch in the same place as usual. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. That's my first attempt, well, basically my first pitch. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got it a little bit higher than usual. The PO is 135 centimetres, which is what was that, 52, 51 inches, something like that. So I just raised it up so the air can blow through it tonight because it's going to be probably a bit muggy. I just need to go around and tighten it because it's been up now for about 5 minutes. The tent, that is, not, well, you know what I'm on about. All I had to do, the back one was alright. Just these 2 M ones, it's the same thing every time. I've just got to, as soon as I get it level, it sort of bows in a bit. So I just unpeg these and just push them over just 2 or 3 inches, and then just retighten them. But that's the beauty of having line locks, which somebody has asked me about. I got these off eBay. I think I got like 10 for like £8 or something. They're called line lock 3s, but I haven't seen any since. But they do help setting this up. Allows it for easy adjustment. I'm not going to bother with the side guy lines tonight because I wouldn't mind a bit of breeze coming through there. So all I've got to do now is just fit the well, raise up the inner neck. So and then that's what I'm done then. Right, let's carry on with that now. Right, I've started emptying out my rucksack. What I'll do now, I'll show you what I've got out at the moment. I'll start with the bag here. In the blue bag is my Carrymore sleeping bag. It's a 1 to 2 season bag. It's quite a cheap one. It's not brilliant. I am looking at replacing that with something like a snug pack or something similar. About a 2, maybe 3 season bag, but something that packs small and is lightweight. So if anybody's got any recommendations for that, please leave me a comment. The other thing there I have is a Sawyer water system. I've got the standard size one, not the mini this time. I normally come with 3 bags, a 1 and a 2 litre, and I've brought a spare 2 litre bag this time because I think one of these could be leaking or it's on its way out. The little bag there, all that's got is spare Dyneema, 2 different thicknesses, and some shock cord for the shower just in case something happens or I need to make something up. I've got my Bushnell binoculars, 10 by 25s. I go bird watching as well when I'm up here. That's the feathered sort, by the way. Alright. The black neoprene case is my Sony a6000. All I've got in there is the standard kit lens and a spare battery plus the electronic cable release. I'm going to do some low light shots and some time lapse later on, hopefully. So I've also brought the Gorilla Pod to use as well. Orange bag, all I've got in there is spare socks, smart wool socks, spare pair of liner socks, a head over and a long sleeve t-shirt. The head over obviously is for cold weather, but I use that as a pillow because in the red bag I have a short sleeve t-shirt and a fleece jumper. This is a jumper I'll just roll up and then slide inside the head over to make a pillow. Other items, something new. It's a RAV Power power bank. It's a 26,800 milliamp battery. So charging both my cameras and my phone up. Also the torch I got here, which I'll show you in a second. And also I've got pocket radio, so I can recharge the AAA batteries using a Olight USB charger. The cables there are just my phone charging cable and the 2 camera charging cables. The torch in question is an Tactical A1. It's a homemade it's a red filter I made the other day. It's 550 lumen flashlight, runs on a Cree XPG. It's an 18650 battery, and the battery is rechargeable because it has a micro USB port in the battery. So I've been trying this for a month or 2 now, and I'm finding it very good. For 18 odd pound off Amazon, you ain't going to go wrong. And the strap come off another torch. Other items, it's my Vango ultralight gas stove. I've also got a bottle of mess, Tokes siphon stove, the pocket stove as well, hexi block broken half just in case one of these all goes wrong. At least I've got something to cook with. My Alpkit 900 mug, I was going to bring the Toke 750, but because I'm using a Coleman 250 gas can, it fits in there well. I've also got the pot stand, Mora knife, and my Cedar Summit mug. If anybody's interested, the lid, I've now worked out where I get them from. It's off a box of Twiglets. Around Christmas time you always get these big boxes of Twiglets and Cheeselets. It's the lid, the clip-on lid off one of these. So if you get those, keep hold of them, and you've got one of those mugs, use it on that. The bag is still in the Osprey Talon 44. I'm still enjoying this rucksack. My compact camera case is there. Pocket, I've just got some Altoid mints. Currently I've got spare 10 pegs in the side there. Front pocket is where I keep the trail mix I showed you earlier of the pretzels and the peanut M&Ms. In the other pocket I keep sunblock, chapstick and some insect repellent, and it's probably all melted now. As for the other stuff, my lid pocket, I have my waterproof trousers, my Marmot Precip waterproof coat, which is just about to be replaced with something else. And in the lid I have the, as you can see, that's the Olight USB charger. I've got toilet paper, I've got my pocket radio, and I've also got my first aid kit, which I keep all in there. And as for the food, I'll show you that shortly. Right, the mouldy mat's inflated in now. I just had to give it a couple extra puffs of air. What I'll do now, I'll just show you what food I brought with me. The first thing's up, I've recently purchased a MSR quick skillet. I've been after like a small frying pan of some sort for a while. It's pretty lightweight, it's nearly 6 ounces. It's a non-stick aluminium, so I'll give it a try and I'll show you what it looks like later on. And the reason why I got this is I brought a tin with me. It's the first tin I've bought in several years, and the reason why I brought it is I'm blaming Stu, aka Scottish Wonder, for that. So I'm going to fry myself some spam. What I've got fried in now is another bottle of Jim Beam. I'm afraid that's olive oil. It's the only container I could find which was strong enough and probably old just enough for what I need. The other thing I've got is 2 eggs. I've got some of that nasty cheese, and I got some of the Warburton's Thins. If I've still got some of the left tomorrow, I've also brought a pack of the Starkist tuna tuna in a sachet rather than a tin of that I can have with it. I've also got the beef with barbecue sauce pocket sandwich. Other items I got is a couple snack bars, Cliff bars, that sort of thing, as well as the pretzels and the peanut M&Ms. Spare backup food, some cheap noodles. I've also got the full pack of Idahoan mashed potatoes. That's 2 servings for me anyway in there. Other stuff is my drinks. I got tea bags. I got a load of drinking chocolate. I got sachets of fruit drink, and I've also got sachets of brown sauce and mayonnaise. Brown sauce probably for the spam and that, and the mayonnaise probably for the tuna. There's sugar as well in there. I've also got a container of sugar and a container of milk powder. Another item I brought with me, bit of a luxury, bottle of Pepsi. What I'll do with that, I'll have that tonight, and then tomorrow rinse it out and I'll fill it with water, and I'll use those fruit drink sachets in that. And the reason why I brought the Coke is I brought my little hip flask. There's whiskey in there naturally. It's a quarter of a litre or 10 measures, and this time I got Jim Beam Red Stag, and it's a black cherry, so it's pretty good. And the other items I got is the tin foil, or the foil windscreen for my stove, and the insulator pouch and some spare Ziplocs. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just pack this up a little bit. I'm going to get some water in the Sawyers and refill my Nalgene, and crack on my tea, and I'll show you what it looks like. Right, just done a cup of tea. I've now got my spam on the go. Now I've cut mine fairly thin. There's a little bit of olive oil in there, so I've decided now to have a couple spam sandwiches along with some of that nasty processed cheese and a bit of brown sauce, and I'll keep the 2 eggs I got and I'll have they for breakfast, fry them or scramble them or something. So anyway Stu, if you're watching this mate, cheers, all mine. Right, I'm going to enjoy this now. Catch you people later. Oh, there you go. It's spam cut very thinly. There's that nasty cheese, bit of brown sauce. And it's just like having a bacon sandwich. I've only done enough there for one, so looks like I'll be having a few more in a minute. So anyway, Stu, cheers to that mate. All mine. Right folks, it's about 8:30. I'm going to have a whiskey and coke in a minute, or maybe 3. I just want to say, when I had that meal there for tea, this fried spam and a sandwich with a bit of cheese, to be honest, it was better than I expected. So I was going to have 2, but I ended up having 3 sandwiches. I know some people are on about saving weight and all this stuff. Fair enough, I do the same. As you can see there, I've got a load of shelters, etc. and all that. But for food wise, yeah, freeze-dried meals are great, but they're damn expensive. I mean, over here in England are what, £4, £5, £6 a packet just for one little meal. And it is, you know, if you want to do a day's supply of that, you're talking £14, £15 plus easily. That there, right, tin of spam costs £2 and it weighs about 7 ounces, and I've got a third of it left. The bread probably weighs the same. That cost £1, and I've had half the pack. And the processed cheese, I think it was like £1 for 10 slices, and I brought 5 of them, plus the sachet of sauce I got for nothing. So for a cheap meal there, you're talking £3, £4. So if you're on a budget and you don't mind carrying a few extra ounces, give it a try. I certainly recommend it, and I probably will do it again soon. So anyway, I'm going for my whiskey and coke now. I'm listening to the radio as well, so I'll catch you all later on. Look at that, you can't beat it, can you? Some Jim Beam Red Stag whiskey, bottle of Pepsi, all mixed in, while sitting on Dartmoor, enjoying the view and chilling out. Yeah, good morning folks, it's just gone 7:30. I've been up for a little while now. Slept alright in the shelter last night, woke up a couple of times, but no, not a bad night. I'm just going to start doing my breakfast now. I've got water on the go there for a cup of tea, then I'll fry a couple of eggs for breakfast. I'll pack up then and probably redo my water bottles, head on up to maybe Fordham's Ledge there, or I may just go around the corner and go via Dingator and that way around and take it from there. So right, let's press on, have some breakfast, and I'll catch you later on. That's a Gatewood Cape packed away, quick as anything. It's certainly a nice day. I expect to see a few more people and I've only seen 2 runners and that is it. Anyway, I come up from Dartmoor, went up to the observation post and I followed the track down behind and I've come up here. I was going to go up to Hanging Stone Hill, but I don't think I will now. I mean, it's 11:30, so I don't want to go too far today. Obviously still getting over this cold thing and that. So I'm going to head on down this track now. I'm going to go towards Steepleton Tor. I'm going to have a cup of tea, something to eat, have a look around there for a while, and then I'll press on from there. So right, let's get cracking again. Right folks, change of plans again. I've decided to come down from Steepleton Tor. I'm going to go down into this valley here. I'm just going to walk down to the river there, pick up some water. I'm going to go up the side there of the hill to Oak Tor. So I was going to drop down the valley to my left, cut across the stream, then go up the hill and then go along the top of the hill there to Oak Tor. But this is a shorter distance. It'll probably take the same length of time, but like I said, I'm just going to take it easy today and admire the view. Right, let's press on again. Right, I'm just leaving Oak Tor now. I spent about a quarter of an hour here. I just had a quick drink and a quick bit of snack. I also took my boots off and just aired my feet off, just let them dry out a bit, for getting a bit too sweaty. But I'm so glad to come up. I enjoyed it. At the moment it's good weather. It's a bit too warm for my liking, but anyway, I'm making the most of this. So I'm going to head down the track now, walk away, go back along that track up to the observation post. I may stop there for a cup of tea and something to eat, or I'll just walk on by and then have a cup of tea down by Oakhampton Camp. So right, let's press on. Right, I've just got to the observation post, so I'm just going to take a quick breather here for a minute. Just looking around, I just noticed there's a load of cow pats around here, but there's no cattle. And I looked across and I thought, well, one cow's actually placed that cow pat in the very convenient place. Right, I'm just come off the moor now. I've just walked past Oakhampton Camp, so this is the last bit of filming I'll be doing. It's been great to get back up again. I've been trying to do so for the last few weeks. At least the weather's been good. So thanks for watching. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to leave a comment, and I'll get back to you on that. I'll see you all again soon. All the best.